Picture this. A budding entrepreneur has an idea to create a better and more functional computer desk. They spend months and months designing and testing materials before engaging a marketer to help them take the concept to market. The first question this marketer asks is, so who is your ideal customer? Now, if the entrepreneur is experienced, they will no doubt be able to provide them with a handful of ideal customer personas that they've created. In this scenario, it would also be easy to see how these personas have informed the design, and the prototype would be reflective of their needs. The end product would be a solution to the problem these ideal customers had. This design step is somewhat commonplace in the business world. It's important for a successful company to know who they're designing for. Unfortunately, until recently, little attention has been paid to this critical design step in the learning environment. As digital competition heats up and the learners become more sophisticated investors in their overall education, organisations and institutions who fail to understand and design for their learner personas are at risk of falling behind. During the discover phase of any course development project, LDs can be influential in the product market fit of the course by developing learner personas. This puts a face to the learner. Most educational experiences, particularly those delivered online, have the potential to reach a wide range of people globally. It may feel hard at first to narrow down to just 3 or 4 personas, but it is essential. It is sometimes useful to start by thinking about the age range of your learners, and this can tell us a lot about their relationship to technology and experience in learning using technology. So let's consider 4 personas, 10 years apart in age. Jessica, myself, Michael and Michelle. Jessica is 26 and has had a computer in her pocket since she was 15 and a desktop computer available since she started school. I'm 36 and I wrote assignments in primary school using a computer, and I've also been constantly connected and adopting technology my entire professional life. Michael is 46 and he remembers life and work before connectivity. He probably brought his iPhone when he was about in his early 30s. Michelle is 56 and spent about half of her career without a computer or a smartphone. She remembers receiving hundreds of letters in the mail per week in her first business. Regardless of your learner's age right now, we've all had technology integrated into our lives for at least 10 years. We have been used to beautiful user experiences when we download an app or visit a website. We're also getting much more impatient with clunky technology or unintuitive designs. I know if I can't find the information or button I need within the first 30 seconds of being on a website, I'm likely to leave. This is why taking a learner-centered approach is so important for a learning designer. This idea of starting with the people also underpins the design thinking methodology. This is why educators have started to use design thinking as a way to develop better learning experiences in an iterative way. What if you can't speak directly to the learners? Sometimes LDs are not provided an opportunity to speak directly with any learners in the target group. This can make developing a persona a little more difficult, but there are some other things that you can do. Research trends for the general demographic. Seek out as much enrolment engagement data as possible from the LMS. If they have a previous version of the course, this is going to be easier. Speak to the facilitators, trainers and teachers. Even if they have delivered it only face-to-face, they're the ones who usually field most of the questions. They'll be able to give you lots of insights. So now what? So you have your 3 or 4 personas. So now what? Well, those need to be shared with everyone involved in developing the course. You can use them to actually help make decisions. They should inform the delivery mode, platform learning management system, if not already set, main mediums used for content delivery, and the design of the program or course in general. An organisation using learning personas would be caught saying things like, how would Michelle feel if we did this in the course? For example, if you're designing for Jessica, you must have a platform that can be accessed on mobile device. It would also be crazy for you not to include video and accompanying audio tracks as the main mode of content delivery. On the other hand, what about Michelle? Maybe she personally has just an old Macintosh desktop computer which she only uses on weekends to study. Michelle doesn't need a mobile app, nor does she need any complicated gamification elements. It's also doubtful that she would appreciate tons of video and fancy animations. She most likely just cares about simplicity and structure. She wants to access the learning management system with ease and find out everything she needs to know in order to finish her course. In conclusion, ignoring the person on the other end of the screen is no longer an option. If you take the time to design a series of learner personas by giving the learners names, characteristics and faces, then you are more likely to consider their virtual opinion when making decisions. Learner personas are a great way of ensuring everyone on the design team knows who they're designing for, and therefore smart decisions can be made and the maximum value for the course can be created. A persona brings to life your ideal learner, so you're less likely to forget them.